Hey everyone, my name is MP Duati and I'm here to do a tutorial on green card application. As you know that today um, it was officially opened for the green card application process that goes starting from today, the 7th. Yeah, I'm talking about today because you may be in different time zones, but I'm talking of today, the 7th. I know some people are already on the 8th, but it's good that we know that from the 7th of October to 10th of November, it will be open for us to apply for the green card. And now I'll just do a little tutorial on how to do the green card application. So I'm using Google Chrome, and that's what I will show you. So the website for green card application is DV program. I'm used to the old one, which was dvrotary.state.gov, but you can still use it and it will prompt you to the new website, which is dvprogram.state.gov. And then after you get into their website, this is how it looks like. And it has a lot of for the people who applied in the last year, you know, because this should be 2021, because we applying this year 2020, that will be DV 2022. That's when your process will be coming to an end to migrate from wherever country you are to the United States. So those people who had applied last year can still check. I believe, yeah, it says click on the link below to check for the DV 2022 and 2021 entrance status. Yeah, if you have not yet checked and you applied last year, you can still check, though it's a bit late, but you can still check, fill in the DS260 and maybe wait and see if you can if you will be you'll have succeeded for last year. I'm sorry, I'm having a call. I'll mute you for a second. Give me a second. I'll just mute. Kidogo na kukol. Kidogo. Yeah. I'm sorry for that. Nimerudi. So we go direct to DV 2022, and you have a whole set of instructions there. You can click on the instructions to see what to do so that you don't mess up with your application. And you'll also have the photos examples. I just decided to open them so that, because I see they're taking some time to load. Yeah, these are the instructions. It's all about the DV visa instructions. You can click on it. You'll see what are the instructions. uh, then you can see the photo, the examples of the photos that you should use, and it will show you the photos that are not acceptable, that will lead to disqualification. So I'm not going to do that now. I'll just go direct to how you enter into the green card lottery. You click on the green button that says begin entry, and you'll be needed to enter the authentication code here so that you can proceed. So our authentication code is S8DD then you'll be required to input your last or the family name, that's either your parents' name or the name that you use as your last name. Note, if you use only two names, you don't have to input. If you use two names, you need to use your last name, because you'll be need in the other names you can say that you don't have a first name or but you must have your last name. If it's not your father's, your last family name, if it's your name, maybe you are, let's say you're called your father's name is Odiek. Let me use capital letters. And maybe your first name is N, and your last name, let's just say other. If you don't have a last name, you use only two names, you can take your middle name and put it as your last name, and then you'll click here to say that you don't have a middle name, because you'll be required to use your last family name when checking on your status on whether you were selected. You'll require it. So that's what I want to use all names. You put in your gender, so because the first name is Anne, I'm gonna choose female, and then there goes your birthday. Your birthday. You start with your month. We are used as Kenyans. We are used to starting with the day, then to the month, and lastly the year. Here we are applying for the US DV lottery, and we have to change into the US systems. They start with the month, the day, and the year. So we have to get into how to arrange them as they do. I would like to speak to those who has their month date and their day less than 12, because there is where we have a problem. Because if for anyone else, they would maybe you're born on date 15, you won't start with 15 because it won't allow you. Obvious, when you go to when you proceed to submit, it will say you have a problem because we don't have a month like 15th. So for the people with the lesser birthday and month like 02 and 03, this means that you are born on 3rd of February, and it's easy for you to make a mistake of doing as 0302, which will mean that you are born on the 2nd day of March. So it's good to be keen on that. Let's say you are born in the year 2000. So this means this person was born on March the 2nd, 2000. You must be keen on that call because it will cost you. Then the birth city. You all have birth certificates, or you know where you were born. People from Nyahururu, Nyeri, Kajiado, Mararar. Yeah, you can input any. You input, maybe it's your district. You can put it there. Let's say Kajiado, Kajiado. And then you have to put the country where you are born. When you come here and press just the letter K, the first country with letter K is Kazakhstan, so you have to be cautious and look for your country. The second is Kenya. Country of eligibility. That means that you are applying in the same country. Your same country of birth is the place that you are applying in. So you just say yes. If you say no, you'll be required to put in the country that you are applying from or where you come from. Maybe you are a citizen of Kenya and a citizen of maybe Cameroon. Maybe you were born in Cameroon but you acquired citizenship in Kenya. Yeah, you can do that. But here I'm assuming the person is Kenyan by birth and has no another nationality. So then you'll go to passport details. You for this time and last year, that is 2019 and 2020, you on going onwards, you'll have to apply for the lottery with a passport, unlike the previous years where it was not a requirement, but for now it is a requirement. Now you'll be needed to input your details as your passport states, and I don't think it will be of much different as what you did up here. So I use the same names, Odiek and other. The passport number. I know it starts with 2 letters. I don't know whether I have changed from that. So I use AK0000. I don't know how many numbers are there. So I just use that one. But I hope there's I didn't use anyone's passport number, though I don't think there was someone called another Odiek with the passport number, with the same passport number. Then it has an expiration date. If you got your passport this year, let's say you got it in February, maybe you got it in February 60th. So I say it's this year, so it will expire in 2030 because it goes for 10 years. So if you applied it for 60th of February, its expiry date will be the 5th because it goes for exactly 10 years. And then the country of issuance of your passport, that is Kenya. For part B is for those people who are exempted to use a passport. If you are Kenyan, you're not exempted. And applying, taking the option B, you'll just be messing up, maybe even with your future applications. So if you don't have a passport, just make plans, obtain a passport, and you apply next year. And if you can be able to apply for a passport today and get it by in 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, yeah, you can still apply for it. But if you don't have a passport, the first thing I would advise you is to apply for a passport. Don't try to apply for green card with the option B, because you're not stateless. Your country is not governed or led by communists, and you are able. It doesn't mean that you are unable to obtain a passport. In Kenya, you are able to obtain a passport. Then the other thing will be the photograph. I don't know. I'm gonna try to show you how to edit a photograph. For me, I'll be using image browser. This is for my Canon camera. But if you're using your Windows photo editor, you can still do it. And maybe if you're using, for those still using Windows 7, I think that was the best Windows photo editor that I ever used. I'm having a problem with this. Okay. Yes. So I'm using my photo. So I will go to edit. The requirements is that your photo must have a white background. As you see, my photo has a white background. Then you can edit it. The thing we want here is the resolutions. They need 600 by 600 to, I think, 1200 maybe. I didn't check on that, but the minimum is 600 by 600. So you can crop your image. It requires me to update it, but I'm not going to update it for now. Okay. Yes, crop the image, and then it will take me to the cropping trim. So if you're using my editor, you go to the advanced options. This is you can do it manually and put a ratio of 1:1. That means that it will be a square. However you do it, it will be a square and it will give you the 600 to 600. The cropping size here, you can do it as 600. That's the maximum I can do it for this photo. So this photo still don't qualify because I need 600 by 600. but it's according to my editor, the one that I'm using now. But I'm sure this photo has the requirements of 600 by 600. And if I was doing it from scratch, it's just that I don't have another photo right now. I can do it from scratch. I did it with the Windows 7, so I know it has the 600 by 600. I don't know why it's giving me this. But the best thing is that it's a square. Alright, I'll close it, and maybe I'll do another video of how to crop your photos. I'll do it maybe later, not now. And then I'll save it. If you're using the Canon, this is my Canon camera browser, so it's already saved, so I don't have to save it. Sorry for the noise. Then I'll choose the photo. I already have it. I know where I've saved it. It's saved in pictures, my camera roll. Yes, and I told you it has the right resolutions. If it didn't have the right resolutions, it wouldn't it couldn't be uploaded. So then it comes to the number 9, which is mailing address. The first one is optional, as you see, unless you're using someone's postal address. You can put their name, and you start with the next part. You put the address, which is PO box, let's say 1312. I'll give a big number because that I don't think there's any box number like that one. And the town, let's say I said I'm from Kajiado, so I can see use Kajiado. Then you realize that I skipped the optional stuff. So the next one is, it says district, county, province or state. So it's I think Kajiado is still a district or a county. Yeah, it's a county, so I still use Kajiado. The postal code, I don't know the postal code for Kajiado. The country, the same country, so it's Kenya. And be sure to double check on the countries. Number 10 says the country where you live, of which is Kenya. Your phone number, you'll be required to input your phone number. It starts with +254 and 07123456. you don't use the 0 when you put the country code, so it is 712 345 6 7 8. Then your email address, which is email, you can do it with the caps, but I don't like doing it. It's email at gmail.com. Email. It is at gmail.com. You put your email and then you confirm your email address. Then number 13 goes your highest level of education as of today. If you are a class 8 leaver, or you did your KCPE and you did not go ahead with school, you'll be required to put the first option. But if you're selected, for you to get a visa, you'll be required to have a minimum of 2 years experience in a field that you work in. Maybe you're a carpenter, or a driver. You'll be required to have 2 years of work experience. High school, no degree. It's a bit challenging for this level of education. When you go to the next one, it's high school degree. The high school degree is for those people who did their KCSE and they have their certificates. So in real sense, for high school no degree means that you did not complete your high school education, of which I don't think we have any papers to show that you had already started for your high school but you did not finish. The last one, not the last one, but the next one is vocational school. Vocational school, I think, is about like the technical schools that we have. Maybe you went to a technical school, did like electricals and electronics, or mechanic. That's what you'll do. Yeah, that's the level of education. The next one is some university courses. Maybe this goes for the diplomas, I think so. Those who did a diploma in anything, maybe diploma in mass and communication, diploma in electrical engineering, and then the next one is university degree. After that we have some graduate level courses. I don't know about it, but as to what I think is, maybe after you did your degree you still continue your education and you getting some other courses, maybe you adding up to what you have. Master's degree, doctorate degree level courses, maybe you're in school for doctorate. The next one is the doctorate degree, maybe you're a doctor, you have PhD. So I will go I will go with the minimum requirement that I know that you should have, that guarantees you. I'm sorry for the noise. I don't know what's going on. Okay, it's now maintained. Then number 14 is about your current marital status. If you're not married, you're single, just go with the unmarried. If you are married, it has two options for married couples. The first one says, I'm married, but my spouse is not a US citizen or a lawful permanent resident. A lawful permanent resident is example is a green card holder. The next one says, I'm married and my spouse is a US citizen. Why we have these two is that the first one, you require a visa for your spouse, but the next one, your spouse is already a citizen, so they don't require a visa. And the next one is divorced. As you know, you were married, but you got a divorce. The other one is widowed. Maybe your spouse is no longer living. And the other one is legally separated. You went to the court of law, you were separated. You'll be required to fill, if you fall under every category, you're required to do as per your status, to fill in as per your status, because afterwards, like number 15, you'll be required to fill in the number of children that you have with your spouse. You can be unmarried but still have children. That's not a big deal, but you'll be asked about the child's either father or mother. If you are married and you have a child, maybe you adopted, that's fine. If you are a lady and you have a child or you have children, you'll be required to put the number of children that you have. Maybe you have 12 children, and you'll be required to put their number. And if you do it correctly, you'll be required to put their details, their names, their age, their photos. You must have them. So for now, because I'm just doing this tutorial, I'll just put 0, because I don't want to have a lot of things to do. Then I'll say continue. For today is the first day, maybe there's a lot of traffic, so getting to the next page, it's having some problems, and I'll just try to reload. It's not going through. So I'll just give a highlight of the next page. You see, here says continue. When I click continue, it should take me to the next page, but there is a problem with the page. So the next page, it will be a confirmation page. It will take you to a confirmation page where you'll double check if you made any mistakes. You need to do a correction, and when you go down, you will not have either a back button, because you will not you can go back. You just have an edit button. You can edit, but um, the next one, of which here says cancel entry, it will be a green button that says submit entry. So you just click on it, on the submit, and then you'll be prompted to a successful submission page, which will have your confirmation number. Download the confirmation number and keep it safe, because you'll require it next EMA when we'll be checking the green card results. So as I said, for those who are having problems with the photos, you can use, if you're using Windows 7, and you don't have to go to a Sabre. A lot of people are asking about the best Sabre to take the photos. Yeah, if you are first time and you can get a good Sabre, it's okay, because right now I don't have Windows 7. I can do a tutorial on how to edit your photo using the editor in Windows 7, but I have Windows 10, which say I think, let me see, when you open photos with Windows 10, it's taking a lot of time. Or maybe I can open it's just taking a lot of time. Finally, no, I didn't want to use this photo. Because that's my photo. Yeah. So you can click on edit and create. Go to edit, because it says the features in there is crop, add filters, effects, and more. So you can click on it and see what we can do with it. Yeah, it's the same as the one that I use. So you'll be required to select your aspect ratio because you need a square photo, you just click on square and it will give you a very nice square. The only thing I don't see here is the resolutions. I don't know why it's not giving me the resolutions. These adjustments are the color, light, of which you should not tamper with this. Do not tamper with any of this. All you need is crop it and have the right resolution of 600 by 600 and above. Yeah, like this one, the dimensions are 500 by 500. So you need a photo with 600 by 600 and above. I don't know whether I can open the properties. I'm checking, I'm trying to see. Let me see, open with what? Paint. This photos just the same, it's the same thing that I had opened it with. But for the Windows 7, it was the best. It was the best. And again, there are the required bytes for the photo. You can check on the photo requirements. I'll do a research on this and I'll come back to you guys on how to edit this photo. But anyway, there is the tool that I shown you in the beginning of the video. You can use the photo tool here. Let me just click on it. So when you click on the photo tool, it is downloading. Maybe it says that this file can harm your computer, but I'll keep it. It wants me to open it with Microsoft apps. Alright, I'll do this later and maybe I'll come back to you guys. All I want to say now is that you enjoy your sleep. Most of the people I know they are sleeping. I had done this earlier, but I had to pull it down because of some security issues. Yes, because I didn't want to give my my addresses here. When I would click like here, it would give out my addresses. So I did not want to have my addresses shared because of my security. Thank you guys. Have a good night. I know you enjoyed. And if you have any questions, I know in this page we have a lot of people who are always willing to help. People like Jean, John, a lot of people. So if you have a question, just ask. I see Joki saying that there are network issues. Yes, about the submission. Yeah, that is network issues. That's why it's not proceeding. It's about the network issue. And I hope you guys are already in the 8th. You're already in Thursday. I'm still in Wednesday. So maybe by the midday it will be fine. Because I know a lot of people are rushing to apply so that they can forget about it. Yes, thank you, Joki Wamorage. Yes, Tina Frank, I see you. You know theater sleep. And as I said, you can always ask questions, but before you ask a question, I would like you to go back to the page and see if someone else had asked the same question. Let's try to get answers from previous questions, because most of the times a lot of like you can get 10 people asking the same question. Please just get back to the comments, see questions. You have a search button there, so you can search on a certain question that you want to ask, and you'll see however it was responded to, because we are thousands people here, and coming to answer every question, it can be a little hard.